So the question is, can you make money ripping open packs or ripping boxes? All right, what's going on, everybody? KB Card Stacks here. I had about $350 of sales over the last few days. Let's talk about it. All right, this one I just sold about 30 minutes ago. I just sent out an offer. I've been cleaning up my eBay store. I've been dropping some prices. I've been sending out offers. I think I'm running 15% off my store right now. By the time you see this, I think the sale will still be active. I don't know, but this one I just wanted to sell, get out of, just pick up some funds where I can on just low end stuff. I think he's having a decent year for South Carolina. I don't know. I haven't really been paying too much attention there. All right, a trio here. I just picked these up from Burbank Sports Cards. Got these for like $8.50 a piece. I think I'm all in at like 25, 26 bucks. Sold all of them for 20 bucks a piece. $60 total. Not bad. Page been very hot. I think this was a promoted listing because I think there's some around $15 or so on ComC. I'm gonna have to check because on ComC I think they're floating around there. So Page market continues to be hot. I will take it. There we go. Shedeur Sanders. I've had this for quite a while. I had two of these. Really cool card, really sick image, very clean Photoshop as well, especially compared to his Bowman first. I think this sold for like 65. I don't think any offers went out. I think someone just straight up bought it. Just one of those cards that I think you could really always buy at auctions for anywhere from like 20 to 30 bucks, at least in the offseason. I don't know, I haven't checked. Really haven't been buying too much Shedeur, but I don't think it's a bad idea. But one of those cards, $20 to $40, I think you could relist 60 to 70. Fees are definitely going to take a hit, but I don't think this card goes up at auctions consistently enough, and then I don't think there's a whole lot where buy it now. I think the scarcity just works. All right, Cameron Ward, Bowman University Best. I picked this up in a stack sale from AJC for about 20 bucks preseason. I went heavy on Cam Ward. I told you guys all summer, I was like, you know what? It was late summer. It was like July, and I'm like, I just feel like Cameron Ward is the guy that's going to make the Jaden Daniels jump. He was flirting with the draft. He declared, then came back. I would say he probably got a 5th round grade, and I believe in Cam Ward to an extent. He's got a turnover issue, or at least he did, and it still kind of does. I don't know. Ball security is just a concern, I guess. You never know what's going to happen with him. He's just very nonchalant. I don't know. It's weird. But I believe in Cam Ward, Damian Martinez. I don't love Cristobal, but I think Miami's onto something. I think they're going to be in contention for the playoffs. I think his draft stock is going to jump. Just little things that all kind of pointed in that direction. So I went heavy on Cam Ward. I picked this up, and I think I listed these for like 80 bucks. Got an offer yesterday or the day before for $65, and I was 95% sure I was going to accept this offer. I just wanted to check what was the lowest listing. I think the lowest was like 68 or something, so it made sense. But why I really wanted to accept the offer was because I just picked this up at DC Sports 87, another copy, for like $33. So if I can cover up that $33 comp, I'm into this one for about 20 bucks. This almost pays for my whole stack that I got with AJC. I can cover up that $33 comp. Now it's a $65 buy it now comp. It makes sense once I get that one in from DC. Who knows what happens, in the next few weeks as we get closer to championship week and all of that. Jalen Daniels, a guy, I'm just going to take my loss on Jalen Daniels. I mean, we all are. It just made sense, though, at the time. Kansas been on the rise with Lance Leopold. I mean, they were like a 2-win team when he first took over. Then I think they hit a bowl game. Then last year they won 9 games. And Jalen has not been healthy. It was Jason Bean, their backup. I don't think he's a bad quarterback. I think he's one of the better backups, or was. Now he's with the Colts practice squad last I saw. But you're like, hey, Jalen Daniels is pretty talented, and he hasn't been, healthy. You insert Jalen Daniels. If he is healthy, this team looks pretty good. If they won 9 games with Jason Bean, I feel good about it. I typically don't buy guys who are injury prone. I don't like banking on it, but I just felt I felt really strongly about Kansas and their schedule. So easy. Just a disaster season. Probably the most disappointing team in the country, I would say. I think they still only have 1 win. I don't remember who. No, they think they have 2 now. But I'm losing probably 50% of my money on this. I probably paid about 35. I dropped this offer. I got an offer in for like 20, and I was like, you know what, I'll take it. After fees and everything, I'm probably down to like 16 bucks. So not good. But I would rather lose money on the guys that I believe in, as opposed to like Brandon Innes, Oscar Delp, Jackson Arnold. Donovan Edwards, like those guys hurt when I lose money because it's just the FOMO of like, I don't believe in them, but in case I'm wrong, I'm gonna buy a piece, and those hurt way more. I'll lose with Jalen Daniels or anybody else. Ben Urosic, fine, I can live with. I believed in it, but when it comes to those guys who I don't believe in, I'm like, ugh, that's so tough. All right, Kobe Prentice. I picked this up at a show. I'm just trying to get again, similar to the Raheem Sanders. I'm not trying to maximize my value on like base and low end autos. Just keep the money moving, get the inventory going. I'd rather put my $5 into another card. I'd rather get my $5, go buy a base Juju Watkins first. Just a matter of recycling funds for sure. All right, this is the second time I've sold this. Nikola Jokic White Prism to 175. Picked this up at a show for $10. I was going to send this to ComC. I was a day out from sending it to ComC. Someone sent an offer for $22. There were comps around 30, so I felt pretty good about buying it at 10, even though I don't really touch basketball, even though most of my losses are guys I don't believe in and basketball, men's basketball, NBA, anything, baseball. When I don't stay in my lane, that's when I get in trouble. So I just need to focus on what I know, what I believe in, and there's your lesson for the day. Nikola Jokic got an offer for 22. I was like, oh, do I send this to ComC? No, I'll take my money now. Guy didn't pay for like 3 days. I was about to cancel and hit him with a non-payment strike. And then he just decides to request to cancel, and he's like, it won't get here in time. I'm like, well, you think, I could have shipped it 3 days ago, and it's Phoenix to Denver. Nonetheless, I got an offer for 25, so that's great. I ended up making a little bit more, so I'll take it. All right, Odell Beckham. I picked up like 20 of these base cards on Sport Lots for like 50 cents a piece. I just think it's a cool image. And Topps Chrome images, there's some images that definitely go for a lot more, mostly the parallels, this being one of them, one of my favorites. Tried to grade 2 of them, one of them pre-graded as an 8, so I decided to hold off. This one got a gem, so I was pretty pumped about that. Listed it for like $70. I'm like, no one's going to come up and pay for this. Someone sent an offer for 45, and I was like, you know what? One of those cards, I think I could buy it back at auctions for like 16 to 20. This was a very PC heavy submission, so it pays for another submission, and I don't know, it just made sense. So cool card, great grade, but not for me. Just for the price that I'm getting, I'm with it. So this I posted in Ryan's Discord. Link is down below. Yeah, I posted this for like $9, and I was like, you know what? I've been trying to clear up a lot of space, been accepting offers, yada yada. Sent this for $9, and someone came up and bought it, and I was like, great, this is very good. I'm clearing up a ton of space. Score a treat. It was a fun rip. I ripped open 2 packs. They were like $22. I grinded out about $17 on Mercari. This one I'll say the difference kind of pays for. There's JJ, Lad. I think he's doing well. I don't know. I really only watch Sunday night and Monday night football. Drake, May, Bucky, Spencer starting, Michael Penix. I don't know what people think of him really. Dallas Turner, I like. Braylon, JJ. All right, more Spencer, Drake. Brian Thomas. I was wrong about him. I thought he was a go route merchant. Never seen a number 1 corner in his life going up across from Malik Neighbors, but man, he is shredding it up. So I remember when people thought this guy was good. That's crazy. And then these are all just kind of like lower end rookies. So $9, whatever, that pays for 1 pack. And then one of the other packs, maybe I'll say, it's to be determined. I graded a Marvin Harrison score a treat. I think it was orange with SGC, got a 10. So hopefully that pays for it. So the question is, can you make money ripping open packs or ripping boxes? In most cases, no. I would say 90% of the time, 95%. I don't know. I don't rip enough to really know, but for me, I don't really enjoy ripping wax. I get it. Some people like the thrill of, oh, what could you get? What can you pull? I don't know, the thrill of that, right? My thrill is when I'm on eBay auctions or ComC and I'm buying 10 hits of the box for, a third of the box. That's my thrill, right? I obviously, I don't rip it. It's a value thing for me. I understand why people do it. I need people to rip boxes in order for me to buy these cheap singles, right? But most of the time, 9 out of 10, 95% of the time, I'm not ripping boxes. I will rip Bowman University. I think just the price always made sense. It was like $130 for a hobby box. Very easy to get value out of that. I got lucky with Chrome this last year. I got it a day before release, and I was selling Travis Hunter like 1995s for like $10. The base cards were like $10. Inserts, Marvin Harrison was like 10. Like all these inserts added up. Even the autos, first to market, were doing $20. Like Donovan Ezraku and Jalil Farouk, Nick Singleton refractor. So those have been profitable for me. Those are usually and Sapphire as well. Again, for the price of the box and I think the value that you get, it definitely makes sense. So that's the only time I'll really ever rip wax, just when I know that the value is there. Like buying these Leaf boxes, I love Leaf as a product, but buying it for like 120, I know I can get the guys that I want for under $10 at auctions a lot of the time. So, and I don't really mess with NFL. I have zero desire to rip like Phoenix or any Don Russ, even those Costco boxes. I really have no desire. So tough for me to say. So when I do rip, it tends to be a little bit more fruitful, I guess, in terms of the return. And that's the only time I'll really rip, is when I see value there. But 9 out of 10, you're probably not making money, and it hurts. It stings for sure. But in these cases, I think I'll come out profitable, rip and score a treat and other boxes. So that is everything. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Love you.